Imagine feeling so inadequate in the presence of black women, you have to sue over it. Meet Michael Haas, a 27-year veteran in the Akron Fire Department who's been passed over for promotion time and time again. Well, fire chief recently came up again, and in Akron, they have a rule of five where they identify 5 candidates with similar credentials, interview them, the winner of those 5 is promoted. Well, they did that, and Miss Sear J. Lash became fire chief of Akron. Well, that was too much for Michael to handle. Even though he's been passed over time and time again, okay, 27-year veteran of this fire department, he immediately filed lawsuits within 48 hours, claiming that he was discriminated against by his age, his race, and his gender. And this is how fragile men are. They can't possibly accept that a woman is qualified and really can't accept that a black woman is more qualified than they are. And when you make everything free and fair, when you make that interview process equal for everybody, how do you come out complaining on the other side? Oh, that's because you're fragile, Michael. But congratulations to Akron's first female black fire chief, Sear J. Lash. Peace. Well, I bet you Casper sure does feel seen now. Casper Erickson and his wife, pictured above, are staunch Donald Trump supporters. So much so that she couldn't wait to vote for Donald a third time. Unfortunately for Mrs. Erickson, it turns out her husband, Casper, is a Danish national with a green card who has been detained by ICE and is now facing certain deportation. And I know Mr. and Mrs. Erickson thought they were only voting for this kind of struggle, for this kind of discrimination for the black and brown people of the United States. And they're finding out quickly that what they voted for is smacking them in the face right now. Because Casper has no idea of whether he's going to be able to stay in the country, the next time he's going to see his children, etc. And I hate that anybody is going through this. I hate that any kids are at home missing their parents for any reason. But Casper, you and your wife voted for this. You wanted this. You just thought this was only going to happen to people that didn't look like you. Oh, North Carolina is getting that FAFO. The state that's been more loyal to Donald Trump than a third world dictator, and was most recently in the news for Hurricane Helene and the catastrophic flooding they experienced, and also complaining about Joe Biden's FEMA department's response time and how much money they were getting from FEMA. Well, North Carolina, how does no money sound? How does no response sound? Because the Cheeto-in-Chief has now canceled any federal aid to the state of North Carolina, therefore sentencing so many to bankruptcy, homelessness, and God knows what else. And we tried to warn you, North Carolina. We tried to tell you that FEMA wasn't going to be any quicker or better for you in the hands of a Republican. Because these people don't want this to work for you. They want you to have a bad experience with the federal government. They want you to think that private industry is the answer to everything. And unfortunately, you have to pay the price for it. And I am so sorry. But you got exactly what you voted for.